Sarah, I'm just going to come right out and say what's been on my mind.
What is it? That's kind of out of nowhere.
I kept telling myself you'd eventually get the hint, so I bit my tongue. But you've just been camped out here forever, and I've hit my limit.
Camped out? What are you talking about?
I'm asking how much longer you plan on freeloading in our family's house. You're not family, so just hurry up and get out.
Wait, Rachel, what are you saying?
You only moved in here because you married my brother, right?
That's right. So why would I need to leave?
Because my brother is gone. He passed away.
I know that, but...
And yet here you are, still clinging to this house like a leech.
You don't have to be so cruel about it. At the very least, I've been holding this household together since before you showed back up, you know.
Oh, holding things together? Don't flatter yourself. You just had nowhere else to go, so you latched on.
Isn't that exactly what you're doing too? Your marriage fell apart and you had nowhere to go. So you came crawling back here, didn't you?
Excuse me? Don't you dare. I'm the one who dumped him. He was completely beneath me, plain and simple.
If you say so, but the point stands. We're in the same situation.
We are absolutely not in the same situation. This is my family's home. I have a right to be here.
And Michael was my husband. That gave me a place here too.
Past tense. Your husband is gone. Your invitation expired with him.
That's a genuinely horrible thing to say.
I don't particularly care. I'm stating facts. Anyway, from now on, this house is just for Mom and me. We're going to live as a real family. No outsiders. So get out.
Your mom has been in poor health for a long time. Rachel, do you have any experience with caregiving?
You just figure it out as you go. Besides, we can always hire a professional caregiver. We have plenty of money, so that's no problem. Dad left behind a nice inheritance, so we can live very comfortably.
It's not just about money. Your mother needs someone who knows her routines, her medications, her moods, what she can and can't eat. I've spent years learning all of that.
Then write it all down and leave the list when you go. Problem solved.
You're treating this like a hotel checkout.
I'm treating it like exactly what it is, a handover. You hand over the caregiving responsibilities and leave.
And there's no room for me in that life?
Of course not. You're not blood family. If you want to stay, hand over your entire paycheck to me. Otherwise, get out.
That's completely unreasonable.
That's what it costs to live under this roof. You've been trespassing on our family's life this whole time. Think of it as back paying for all of that. It's only fair.
Back paying? For taking care of your mother while you were nowhere to be found? You want me to pay you for the privilege of doing your job for you?
Don't twist my words. You chose to stay here. Nobody forced you.
Your mother needed care. That's why I stayed.
How noble. And how convenient that you got free housing out of it.
I work a full-time job, Rachel. I contribute to this household financially on top of the caregiving. I've been paying utilities and groceries for years.
And you've been living here rent-free, so as far as I'm concerned, you still owe us.
Well, that makes no sense, and dropping this on me so suddenly isn't fair either. Finding a new place to live takes time, you know. Could you at least give me a little time? Telling me to leave this instant is just cruel.
Oh, look who's making demands now. Fine, if you promise to actually leave, I'll happily give you time. But once you're ready, you better be gone fast. I won't tolerate any stalling.
Dorothy, there's something I need to talk to you about.
What's wrong? You sound upset.
I am. A little. I'm trying to stay calm about it. I may have to move out of the house.
What? Really? That's so sudden. I'll be lonely without you, but I suppose it can't be helped. Ever since we lost Michael, you've continued looking after me. I'm truly grateful for everything you've done.
Oh, please don't say that. I'm the one who's full of gratitude. I grew up with just my dad, and I never knew my mother. And then I lost my dad early too, so I grew up without any parents at all. But your husband and you showered me with so much love and warmth. You two have always been like real parents to me. I've been so happy being able to live here with you.
Hearing you say that means the world to me. I remember when Michael first brought you home. You seemed so quiet, so careful, like you were afraid we wouldn't accept you.
I was terrified, honestly. I didn't know what a normal family even looked like.
And yet, you became the most natural part of this household. But that's not your burden to carry. We've both lost people we love, and the loneliness has been the same for both of us. That's why being together has meant so much. But you don't need to keep caring for an old woman who doesn't have much time left. Rachel's back now. We'll manage from here. Please go and build yourself a wonderful new life. I know you'll find happiness.
Dorothy, but I don't want us to be separated.
What do you mean? Isn't this your own choice?
No, Rachel is the one demanding I leave.
Rachel is? Why on earth would she do that?
Apparently she sees me as an outsider. She said that because Michael is gone, my reason for being here is gone too. When she put it that way, I didn't know how to argue back.
I'm so sorry. That girl has always been terribly selfish. She just came waltzing back home and now she's trying to push you out.
She also said some things about the inheritance, about wanting access to what you were left.
I see. So that's the real reason.
I didn't want to say it outright, but yes.
Don't you worry about that. Not one bit.
But when her own family says it, I don't feel like I have the right to fight back.
Don't you dare feel that way. The bond we've built in this house is real. Blood isn't the only thing that makes a family, Sarah. You of all people should know that.
Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me so happy. I want to keep living here with you, Mom. Let me try talking to Rachel again.
Yes, I think that's the right thing to do, and I'll back you up, whatever you need.
I'll let you know how it goes.
I'll be right here. And Sarah, don't let her bully you. You have more of a place in this home than she does.
Rachel, about the moving out situation.
Have you made up your mind?
Actually, I've thought it over, and I really don't want to leave.
Are you serious? You're still going on about this? This is our family's house. You can't just squat in someone else's home. Any person with any self-awareness would have been gone long ago.
But if I had left when Michael passed, Dorothy would have been completely alone. She'd already lost her husband and her son, alone in this house. I couldn't bring myself to abandon her like that.
That's none of your business. If you'd said something, I would have come back.
Would you have? Because you barely showed up at your dad's funeral. You were barely there for Michael's either. I always heard that you and your family weren't very close.
That's right. I couldn't stand any of them.
Then why now, all of a sudden?
If it means getting the house and the inheritance, I can put on the whole loving family act.
Inheritance? Right, you did mention something about that.
Of course, I don't have a job and living costs money, so I figured Dad's estate is something I need access to.
But didn't you already receive your share of the inheritance when he passed?
I spent all of that. There's still whatever Mom inherited, isn't there? And this house, too. I'm taking all of it.
You spent your entire share of the inheritance?
That's my business.
I'm not judging you for it. I'm just pointing out that you're planning to live off whatever is left of your mother's share. And that's what this sudden family reunion is really about.
Everyone has their reasons for things. Mine happen to be practical.
So that's what this is all about.
And don't think for a second you've been hanging around out of the goodness of your heart. You're after that inheritance too, aren't you? I can see right through you.
I have no interest in any of that. I support myself with my own income.
Sure you do, and you just happen to stay in this house and not pay rent for years. Very selfless.
I contributed to this household, financially and in every other way. Ask Dorothy.
Mom is too soft. She'd never say a bad word about anyone.
That's not weakness, that's who she is.
Fine, then stop whining and get out.
Will you actually take care of her? Not just the practical things. Will you genuinely care for her with love? If you can promise that, I'll go.
Love? Why would I have that?
What?
I've said it 100 times. I'm only here for the money. Honestly, the sooner the old woman goes, the better for me.
I can't believe you're saying that about your own mother.
I've always hated them. Every single one of them. This family never once acknowledged me for who I am. I've resented them my entire life.
What does that even mean? What did they fail to acknowledge?
It doesn't matter. You wouldn't understand. You showed up at the end and collected all the warmth that should have been mine.
I didn't take anything from you, Rachel. I want to stay because I care about your mother. That's the whole story.
And now they're conveniently dying one by one, so I might as well make use of that. If there was nothing to gain here, I would never have come back.
I will never allow you to exploit Dorothy like that.
What you think doesn't matter. This is a family matter, not your concern. Now get out. If you resist, I'll physically throw you out.
Understood. Well, then I'll leave.
Oh, good. Bye. Hey, what is going on here?
What's the matter? I already moved out of that house. Did I forget something?
That's not it. Mom is nowhere to be found. I've looked in every room. Her things are gone. Her medication is gone. You took her with you, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Dorothy and I talked it over and we decided to leave together.
Are you out of your mind? Who do you think you are? That's kidnapping.
It's not kidnapping. We had a proper conversation and it was Dorothy's own decision to come with me.
She's an elderly woman in poor health. She can't make clear decisions on her own.
Dorothy is sharp as ever and you know it. She understood exactly what she was choosing.
But Mom needs a caregiver. She can't just live anywhere.
Well, don't worry. We found a fully accessible apartment with everything she needs. There's also a care facility nearby that she can use. Honestly, it's a much better environment for her than the old house.
When did you even plan all of this?
Dorothy and I had been quietly discussing options for a while. Once I realized your intentions, I started looking into it more seriously.
So you were scheming behind my back this entire time.
I was making sure your mother would be safe. That's not scheming, that's caregiving.
How can this be happening?
Oh, by the way, the rent here is quite high, but the facilities are worth every cent.
So? How are you even affording it?
Dorothy is using the inheritance your father left specifically for her.
What? The money I was going to use?
That's not right. It was left for Dorothy by your father for her care. It has nothing to do with you. We're using it to build a much better life together. I'm truly thankful to your father for his foresight.
He should have left it equally. That money belongs to this family.
He left it to his wife for her well-being, and it's being used exactly for that purpose.
You two ganged up on me and made a complete fool out of me.
Nobody ganged up on you. You made your position very clear. Dorothy responded to it.
She's my mother. I have the right to know where she is and how she's doing.
You're free to reach out to her directly. Whether she chooses to respond is her call. Well, on that note, Dorothy and I have our life here now. You'll have to manage on your own, Rachel. Good luck.
No, no, no. I'm not allowing this. I'm the one who gets to live with Mom.
But there's no more inheritance left for you.
That doesn't matter. She's my mother. We should be living together. I can't leave Mom in the hands of some outsider like you. Mom, why did you leave? Rachel, I'm sorry. I just can't live with you. The person who has been part of my daily life for so many years is Sarah. Being separated from her is just too painful. Mom, I've always wanted to be close to you too. But when your father was suffering through his illness, and when Michael was hospitalized, you barely visited. I think to you we were never really that important. That's not true. It's completely different from what you think. What do you mean? I wanted to be with you all. I wanted to visit Dad and Michael in the hospital, but my husband wouldn't let me. Your husband? Yes, every time I said I wanted to see my family, he refused. I wanted to come home so much sooner, but he never allowed it. That's why I finally divorced him. I see. So, Mom, I divorced him for you, so I could come back to you. Please, come home. Do you really think I'm foolish enough to believe that? What are you saying? I'm not lying. I reached out to you many, many times while your father was sick. You almost never picked up, and when you did, the calls were short. You were always busy. I told you that was because my husband... No, Michael showed me your Instagram. While your father was suffering, you were out at clubs with your friends having a wonderful time, and now you want to blame someone else for that? Those photos don't tell the whole story. Rachel, your ex-husband personally reached out to me once. He told me he encouraged you to visit more than once. You have been lying this entire time. That's not... I didn't want to believe it. For a long time, I held on to the hope that you were simply trapped in a difficult situation, that deep down, you still cared. But after what you said to Sarah, what you said about wanting me gone quickly for the inheritance, I have no more room for that hope. No, I wanted to be here with you. You're after my pension, aren't you? Did you really think I wouldn't figure that out? Mom. When I lost everyone and was at my lowest, the one who stayed by my side was Sarah. She held my hand at the hospital. She sat with me on the nights I couldn't sleep. She remembered the little things. My favorite tea, the television program I like on Sunday mornings. That's because she's after the money. I keep telling you, open your eyes. If my money is what she wants, I'd gladly give it to her. She has done that much for me. That can't be. Regardless, I will not be living with you anymore, and I'm cutting ties as family as well. Please, don't contact us again. This is your fault. You tore our family apart.
Please, don't blame me. This was Dorothy's decision. And honestly, it was always going to come to this. You've been pushing your family away for years.
I had my reasons. You don't know what it was like growing up in that house.
Maybe I don't, but I know what it was like to have no home at all. And I know what it's like to be welcomed into one with real warmth. What you were given and walked away from, I would have been grateful for every single day.
Easy to say that when you're the one receiving all the warmth.
You could have received it too. The door was always open.
Whatever. I don't want to deal with her now that she has no money anyway. Have fun playing nursemaid to some old lady. I'm going to enjoy my fabulous single life.
You don't have a job though, right? How exactly is that fabulous?
I'll pick up some part-time work or whatever. The biggest expense is housing, and mine is free. That's more than enough.
That's true, you do have the house.
Exactly. A perfectly good house. All mine. I'll live there rent-free and work just enough to cover food and going out. Not a bad life, honestly.
You've already thought this through.
I'm practical. Always have been.
Actually, you're going to need to move out of that house pretty soon.
What? What are you talking about?
That house has already been sold.
Sold? What does that mean?
I've been in talks with a real estate agent, and it's a done deal. The house is being sold.
What? How could you make that decision on your own?
Well, it is my house.
Your house? That's insane! That house was built by Dad.
That's right. And when your father passed, Michael inherited it. Then Michael passed, and I inherited it from him.
You inherited my house?
Of course. It was all discussed and agreed upon as a family. I've been the one managing it ever since.
This is unbelievable. This whole time you were living in your own house and never said a word.
It never came up. I wasn't trying to hold it over anyone. Now that I've moved out, I'm selling it. We'll be demolishing the structure and selling the land. So I'd appreciate it if you could move out as soon as possible. I'd like to move the construction timeline along.
You can't be serious. This can't be legal.
It's completely within my legal rights. There's nothing for you to argue about here. The only reason you were able to live there at all was because we were still in the house. You kicked us out without knowing any of that, so losing the house is a natural consequence.
But where am I supposed to go?
Well, I'd suggest finding an apartment. That's what most people do.
With what money? I haven't started work yet.
Then I'd start the job search today. You have enough time to get settled before the construction crew arrives.
Do I really, truly have to leave?
Yes, it's been decided and it's not going to change.
Fine. I didn't want to stay in that rundown place anyway.
All right then, I suppose this is goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You can wear yourself out taking care of some old lady while I find a new husband and live happily. Sarah, I have a bit of a favor to ask.
Sorry, we agreed not to contact each other again.
I know, but I'm in a really bad financial spot.
Financially? Didn't you say you were going to work?
I did find a job, and I'm living in an apartment now.
Then why would you be struggling?
Well, my divorce just came through, but I was hit with an alimony demand.
Alimony?
Yeah, turns out my affair got exposed.
Honestly, what can you even say to that? Didn't you say you wanted to leave your husband anyway?
I did. I had plans to marry someone else, but it didn't work out, and my ex had already found out about the other guy. He had all the evidence, neatly gathered.
How long had the affair been going on?
Long enough for it to be a problem legally. Look, the details don't matter.
They matter in the sense that they explain how you ended up here.
I made some mistakes. I'm aware of that.
Then there's nothing to be done. You have to pay the alimony.
I know I have to pay it, but what I'm making just isn't enough. The part-time job barely covers rent, and now with the alimony on top of that, I can't make ends meet.
So you're asking me to lend you money?
Yes, please, help me.
No. Why would I lend money to someone I have no connection with?
If I'm no connection, then Mom is no connection too. You take care of her but abandon me. How is that fair?
It's not the same at all.
Why not?
Dorothy gave me so much love over the years. Everything I do now is my way of giving back. But you haven't given me anything. If anything, you kicked me out of my home.
That was because I wanted to free you from the burden of caregiving.
I didn't ask for that. Being with Dorothy makes me happy.
You can't actually mean that. Caregiving is exhausting. You've given up years of your life.
I've gained far more than I've given. A home, a family, a sense of purpose. You've spent your whole life calculating what things cost instead of what they're worth.
I've explained why.
You explained a version of events that Instagram proved false. Dorothy knows the truth. I know it too.
So that's it then. No help. No second chances.
If you had treated the people around you with even a little more love and care, none of this would have happened to you. Dorothy and I may not be blood relatives, but what we have is stronger than that. Please don't contact us again. I'll be blocking you now.
Wait, please!
Goodbye. For good. Dorothy, I just heard from Rachel.
Oh, what did she want?
She was asking to borrow money. Apparently things are quite difficult for her, but I turned her down flat.
I'm truly sorry. I think I failed her as a mother somewhere along the way.
Please don't think that. Michael was a wonderful person. Whatever Rachel became, that was her own doing.
You think so?
I do. You gave both of them the same home, the same love. One of them chose to receive it. That's not your failure.
I wonder sometimes if I was too hard on her, too quick to praise Michael.
You can spend a lifetime wondering that, but you can't change the choices she made as an adult. Those were her decisions.
I suppose you're right. It still hurts, though.
Of course it does. You're her mother. It's supposed to hurt. That doesn't mean you made a mistake.
Thank you, Sarah. You always know what to say.
Besides, looking back now, I'm so glad we made this move. The apartment has everything we need, and there are shops all around, and the convenience is unbeatable.
I feel the same way. I find myself going out and enjoying it far more than I ever did at the old house. And the friends I've made at the care facility. I haven't laughed that much in years.
I know. You came home last Tuesday absolutely glowing. I didn't want to interrupt you. You were talking about your card game for a full hour.
Was I really? I didn't even notice.
It was wonderful to see.
You know, I think this might actually be the happiest stretch of my life in a long time. Isn't that something?
It really is. So please, don't worry about a thing, Mom. I am truly happy right now.
So am I, Sarah. So am I.
Saddled with alimony payments, Rachel took on extra part-time shifts to barely keep up. She continued searching for a new partner through dating apps, desperately trying to remarry, but found no takers, and the road ahead looked long and lonely. As an outlet for all that stress, she became heavily caught up in the nightclub scene, spending whatever money she had chasing a good time with younger men. Whether that spiral into debt could be avoided was anyone's guess. It would probably turn out exactly how Sarah expected. Meanwhile, Sarah continued her warm, happy life with Dorothy in their new apartment. Dorothy had made friends her own age at the nearby care facility and seemed livelier and more content than she had been in years. With the support of the facility lifting some of the caregiving load off Sarah's shoulders, she was also able to pour even more energy into her work. Sarah hoped to keep making beautiful memories together with Dorothy for as long as they possibly could.